Here we are with some second round action, 2011 Players Cup. You have just seen Dave Feldberg throw his first shot, and in a very lucky fashion, he somehow got inbounds. I'm going to tell you that that was not a good shot at all by Dave Feldberg, but somehow got lucky. And he's going against Jamie Callis here in this second round. Jamie has thrown a shot up the middle, which will hyzer out in the center of the fairway. Great shot. Joining the rest of the foursome is going to be your 2000 AM World Champ, Jeremy throws straight and out to the left with a big skip. I should have enunciated 2008 AM World Champion. That is Jeremy Koling. And next we have your 2009 Masters Champion, Phil Arthur. And Phil has crushed a drive. Out and over. Beautiful shot by Phil. Get some high fives. Great shot. I'm Terry Miller. I'll be your host for the 2011 Players Cup action of Round 2. Jeremy Koling is in the wide open. Looks like he's going to be first to throw here on his approach shot for hole 1. Hole 1 measuring in around 700 feet with OB on the right. He has thrown a monstrous drive. We've got to make sure that it comes back inbounds. It may be deep. It's not. He gets the green flag, and he is happy with that. We have Jamie Callis throwing his approach shot. And it looks like it is a little low. He's going to need some action. And unfortunately, he's gotten a red flag. He's only going to proceed down the fairway about 50 feet, and he'll have to throw again. The shot by Phil Arthur after throwing out of bounds on his first approach shot. He's about 250 feet away from the basket. A slight left to right wind. Here we are on hole 2. Dave Feldberg had pointed on the last hole. Dave's going to go with a monster hyzer on this shot. It's coming in high and above the basket and hits a tree short, and it looks like he'll have about a 25-footer. And Jamie, who is up next, is going to go with a sidearm approach here, which looks to be a good shot. Jamie throws low, playing a skip. It's come around nicely, and he is probably just a few feet outside of where Dave's landed. Jeremy Koling, known for his sidearm shots, has thrown a beautiful shot that skips up and lands just 15 feet to the left of the basket. And last but not least, Phil Arthur, who will also be throwing a forehand shot. Seems like a low forehand that skips off the ground is the way to go. Oh, and Phil's took an unbelievable bounce off of the tree trunk and put himself to within 8 feet of the basket. Looked to be a good break. He's going to have no problems taking a 2 there. Jeremy's got 15 feet just to push the hole. After getting confirmation from his card mates, it looks like Dave Feldberg's first to putt. And he comes up well short. A little bit of a headwind putt. His opponent, Jamie Callis, here will have the opportunity to take a point away from Dave here on the second hole. He's got about 33 feet. Oh, and just off the left side of the chains. He does not capitalize on the opportunity. Looks like he will be pushing the hole with Dave Feldberg. Jeremy Koling is having a little bit of issue. It looks like there's a tree branch right in his, well, right where his head is. And he steps up and makes the putt. No problem with confidence there whatsoever. Jeremy Koling, great birdie putt. After the great bounce that Phil received, it looks like he should be tapping in with no problems. They will push the hole. And Dave not making his opponent even make the little 15-foot tester. And there you go. Hole 2 coverage, 2011 Players Cup.
If I'm parked and the guy's like 18 feet,
we're here on the green of hole 3. Both Big Germ and Phil Arthur are looking at threes, which would be birdies on this hole. Big Germ's got about 25 to 28 feet, testing the wind. And he cans it. Beautiful putt by Big Germ. Gotta make Phil stay honest here on his 20-footer on hole 3. Oh, and Phil Arthur has unfortunately missed his short one and given one away to Jeremy. Both Dave Feldberg and his competitor, Jamie Callis, are picking up. Dave had informed me that he's not going to make either of them putt anything inside 15 feet. What a generous guy. I'm the Disc Golf Guy. That's hole 3, 2011 Players Cup. Jamie Callis taking a point on the previous hole, teeing off on hole 5. Hole 5 measuring in at 330 feet. Next to tee, Dave Feldberg. Very straightforward shot. Dave Feldberg throws down the middle and doesn't skip as much as he'd like. Next to tee, Jeremy Koling. And Jeremy with a very unique choice of throwing a forehand, which is a specialty, but a very odd choice on this hole. Next up, Phil Arthur. Dave Feldberg asking if his disc is stable. If Phil's is, it was. He didn't get quite as much of a skip as he would hope. Looks like he'll be about 30-35 feet. This is hole 5, 2011 Players Cup. More action on the green. Here we are at the green of hole 5. Phil Arthur is checking the wind. He's going to wait on a distraction or two with a few cars coming in and out of the park. He's got about 33 feet, maybe just outside of that. Phil Arthur for birdie. And he cans it with authority. Beautiful putt by Phil Arthur. Now moving to the other group, we'll have Jamie about the same distance as Dave Feldberg here. And Jamie makes good on his putt. Apparently the wind is not factoring these guys like I thought it would, making 25 and 30 footers look easier than I would expect with this much headwind. Dave Feldberg needs this to push the hole. And Dave Feldberg, we get a little horse neighing and noise in the background. Dave Feldberg does not make good. He's going to give away a point here. And Jeremy Koling needs to put in from 18 feet to push the hole. And he does just that with a questionable but not quite falling putt. Point for Jamie Callis against Dave Feldberg on hole 5. we are at the green of hole 5. Phil Arthur is checking the wind. He's going to wait on a distraction or two with a few cars coming in and out of the park. He's got about 33 feet, maybe just outside of that. Phil Arthur for birdie. And he cans it with authority. Beautiful putt by Phil Arthur. Now moving to the other group, we'll have Jamie. Jamie about the same distance as Dave Feldberg here. And Jamie makes good on his putt. Apparently the wind is not factoring these guys like I thought it would, making 25 and 30 footers look easier than I would expect with this much headwind. Dave Feldberg needs this to push the hole. And Dave Feldberg, we get a little horse neighing and noise in the background. Dave Feldberg does not make good. He's going to give away a point here. And Jeremy Koling needs to put in from 18 feet to push the hole. And he does just that with a questionable but not quite falling putt. Point for Jamie Callis against Dave Feldberg on hole 5.
This new disc is the Ibex.
Vibrum's first mid-range. Very exciting disc. It's a very forgiving, straight flyer. If you don't have too much power, this thing's still going to fly nice and straight for you.
Great mid-range. Rides straight, great in tailwinds. Rides pure, straight, forward.
It's got a traditional mid-range width.
It's got smooth, round edges to cut through the wind. The wing is a little smaller, so it's easier to hold on to it. And you feel like you have more accuracy right away. And it has a little bevel, so it increases the glide, so you don't have to throw it as hard for it to go as far.
If you've got a lot of power, you're going to love this disc. You're going to love putting it up 50, 60 feet in the air and having it track off to the right and hold that track. Minimal fade at the end of its flight. A nice flat release, hard throw, it'll track straight at your target.
Any upshots, the fairway is a little tighter and you need more accuracy and precision. This disc is definitely going to be the one that you want to go to just because it doesn't go left and right like other discs. So the Ibex is perfect for accuracy and precision. Can't get much better than that.
This is a home run disc from Vibram.
After a short break in the action, we've caught back up. Looks like these guys are on hole 9, which is an island green. You must land on the green or you proceed to the drop zone. Looks like Jamie Callis still has the box over Dave Feldberg. We left them a few holes ago, and Jamie was actually up a couple points on Dave. And, almost gets over, and it does not get over the rocks. He is going to go to the drop zone. Dave Feldberg has an opportunity here to score a point. And Feldberg going with a semi-unconventional route that we've seen today with a big hyzer. And a tree short has caught him up. He will also proceed to the drop zone, not taking advantage of the OB shot by Jamie Callis. Jeremy Koling is on the tee next. Jeremy going with his patented forehand, one of the best forehanders in the game. Taking all of his time on this shot, making sure he wants to get in bounds, has it low and straight. It needs to sit down, and I don't think it's going to, and just over the OB line. And after seeing 3 shots go OB, Phil Arthur steps up to the tee. He is going with a forehand approach as well. Looks at a higher route, and he's doing just that. Oh, but clips the tree that's short of the island green, and also OB. So there's a testament to how difficult this hole is. 4 drives, 4 shots landing out of bounds. All will move to the drop zone. All four of the players, as we said, moving over to the drop zone. Jamie throws first. It looks like it got up a little higher than he wanted. Oh, and a little wind pushes it down. He is safely on the green, looking about 25 or so feet away. Dave Feldberg next. And Dave with a nearly identical throw, just a little bit harder, seems to have gotten it within 18 feet. Good shot. Jeremy looks like he wants to go with a forehand approach. And he's going to change up his disc selection. He's got to dry off his disc. Let's see what he can do. Jeremy, again, one of the best forehand throwers in the game. Should have no problem with this as it's coming right at us. And we're going to move closer. And he is safe as I'll make the call for the group. And last to throw is Phil Arthur. Phil gunning hard. Nice shot with a little skip up. Puts it within just a few feet of the basket. Jeremy Koling left with a short tester. We'll see here on the island hole, hole 9. Birders had thrown out of bounds, and all four are now putting. And Jamie makes a beautiful putt, saving his circle 4. And he's going to allow Dave Feldberg to pick up his 15-footer. Very nice of him. Jeremy Koling, as you can see, is taking his full meter relief from the out-of-bounds line. Looks like he's only got about 12 feet. This should be no problem. He's going to remark it, make sure he wants his full meter. Oh, and Phil giving him a hard time, telling him he's not even going to make him putt it. And they pick up. Little camaraderie here on the 9th hole. It's the 2011 Players Cup. I'm your commentator, the disc golf guy. Here we are, caught up with these guys on hole 14, measures in at 774 feet. I've joined a couple special guests. We've got Will Schusterick and Paige Pierce. And it looks like we've got Jeremy and the rest of the group having a conversation here.
Oh, look at this. We're getting lucky to see the elk across the fairway right now. They have these, I guess you would call them pets on this property.
Those are very nice. Do you have one picked out that you like?
I think I'm going to go for the big buck later on. It smashes into the crosswind.
Looks like it may be coming out of it.
It's a good spot to be.
There's a pond down there, but it's a good 700 feet away. Is he going to get there?
Oh no, that's a perfect shot for Jeremy.
Great shot.
For a sidearm buzz.
Jamie asking for it to flip just a little bit, not quite enough. He's hit the tree on the left side.
Smashes is destroyed. I didn't think that the wind was that big. Looks like it was unexpected.
As he drives on hole 14, we'll catch up on the approaches. Here we go. We are back. We've got Big Germ. Paige, what's he going to do here?
Well, the shot's about 770. He laid it up just short of
Wow.
the pond, so should have been a routine buzz sidearm, but he
It looks like
kinda
the
fluffed
wind picked up right as he threw. He's a little disappointed, as you can tell.
I think
that putt.
Usually I see Jerm put those within 5 feet every time, but
I think you're a little generous on the win comment, but we'll see if you can make the putt.
Alright, they were just talking about who's out, and they decided it's Feldberg, so he's going to put the pressure on Jamie. Left it short.
Looks like Jamie's got to make his comeback 28-footer for 3, and hopefully a push on the hole.
Points are moving all over here. We're on hole 15. Let's see what happens in the final 3 holes.
Jamie's got to make this. It might be the end of the match for him. We'll see what Feldberg's up there. He says he's about 50 feet left. Phil, his disc rolled. He hit the trees from the left side and rolled to about 15 to 20 feet away from the basket. Jerm's got to make this 80-footer. Oh, looks like he tried to slam the basket.
Or knock it over, one of the two.
Or knock it over.
I don't
That's
know.
one of the advantages in match play. You can run at things when you know your opponent's close to the basket.
Looks like Jerm took a little anger out on that shot. Alright, here's Feldberg putting with about a 50-foot shot.
Are you going to call this good or not, Will?
If he's trying to make this, he feels really confident. Just because he knows the match is over.
I gotta say, he didn't take like his normal 27 seconds to warm up. I'm not sure he gave that a real effort.
I don't know if he was really looking to make that one. I think he was kind of nervous that it would roll away either. I'm not sure. Looks like Phil's drive rolled perfectly. Oh, even with a little match play goodness, Phil makes it anyways.
Alright, it looks like that's the end of the match for Phil and Big Germ. It's a good battle. Germ started out early, but Phil caught up to him, and the wily veteran seemed to take him down. We're going to move on to hole 17.
Looks like we got Jamie. He's going to make this to extend the match in hole 15.
You gotta wonder, did nerves get to him, knowing that this was going to be maybe his final putt?
I'm going to go with a yes on that one. Looks like Phil's got to make this to shut down Big Jerm. And cans it.
Good match.
Good
Great
putt,
putt
Phil.
by Phil.
No cameras, please.
Jerm is a little distressed right now.
We'll see if we can get some post-round interviews with these gentlemen in just a moment. Here at the Players' Cup, and well, we had a couple of guest commentators that jumped in late with us today, which is pretty awesome. We had Paige Pierce and Will Schuster. So you guys gonna give up disc golf to come out and commentate, or what?
Looking good for you. It might be looking good for me.
For this tournament, I guess, but never gonna.
All right, so you're not playing this weekend, Paige. Tell everybody why not. Did you try and get in? Would you be playing if you could?
I definitely did try to get in. I was 21st on the wait list, so I came here without my bag. I figured if I got in, I wouldn't do as good as these guys. It's a very long course, lots of OBs, so.
Well, you're a world champ, so I guess you could have winged it or something. Or
Yeah, I mean, I could have got it for $25, but I decided CAD.
All right, and Will, is this just a natural thing for you, commentating? What? What's your plan?
My plan is to definitely help you motivate after I do
All right, well, we got a little trash talking, which is the way it should be. I think as Steve Dodge says, if you're scared, say you're scared. It's your 2011 Players Cup. We'll catch you guys with Saturday's action.
Join the nation. This nation.
Join the nation.
Join the nation.
Join the nation. Disc Nation.